Memory will make you money. Hello, friends. Thank you for joining me today. I want to talk to you about something you might not hear in most financial seminars or success workshops. It's not about stocks, not about real estate, not even about side hustles or business strategy. It's about memory. Yes, memory. Now I know that might sound a little unusual. You're probably thinking, wait, what does memory have to do with making money? And that's a fair question. But stick with me, because once you understand how powerful your memory can be, you'll realize that it's one of your most valuable assets. Let me say it plain. Memory, when used wisely, will not only protect your money, it will multiply it. Let's unpack this together. 1. Experience is not the best teacher. Remembered experience is. We all go through things in life, good times, hard times, breakthroughs, setbacks. But just going through something doesn't mean we've grown from it. The growth happens when we stop, reflect, and remember what life tried to teach us. You've probably heard someone say, experience is the best teacher. But here's what Rohn would say if he were here. Experience isn't the best teacher. Evaluated experience is. That's the key. Evaluated experience. Taking the time to look back and ask yourself, what happened? What did I do? What could I have done better? What did I learn? Because if you go through a painful situation and don't remember the lesson, what's stopping you from repeating it? Have you ever made a bad money decision more than once? I sure have. Maybe you blew your tax refund on something temporary. Maybe you bought something to impress people who weren't even paying attention. Maybe you lent money to someone who never paid you back and then did it again. What if you could remember the pain clearly enough that the next time you stopped yourself in your tracks? That's what memory does. It builds wisdom. And wisdom, that's better than cash. Because with wisdom, you know how to protect and multiply whatever you earn. Memory helps you build better habits, and habits build wealth. Here's a little secret. Most successful people don't rely on motivation. They rely on habits, and habits are built through repetition, which is really just memory in action. Think about it. When you budget your money consistently, wake up early with discipline, practice your craft, or study your field regularly, what you're doing is training your memory to follow a system. But if you never remember why you started budgeting in the first place, if you forget how painful it was to live paycheck to paycheck, if you don't revisit the goals you wrote down months ago, you'll drift back into old ways, because memory, when neglected, fades. But when nurtured, it empowers. So ask yourself, what positive habits have made you money or progress in the past? Are you still doing them? Why did you stop? Sometimes all you need to get back on track is a reminder, a memory of what worked. 3. Memory protects you from repeating costly mistakes. Let me tell you a quick story. I once had a young man come up to me after a talk. He said, "Jim, I've been trying to get rich quick. I bought into this crypto thing, lost my savings. Then I jumped into another scheme, same thing. I don't know what's wrong." I asked him, "Did you write down what you learned the first time?" "No," he said. "I thought I could handle it." You see, he didn't just lose his money, he lost the lesson. And when you lose the lesson, the cost becomes exponential. That's why I always recommend this simple practice. Keep a journal. Not just a diary of your feelings, but a journal of your life lessons. Write down what happened when things went wrong and what went right. Write down the price you paid so you never have to pay it again. Because I'll tell you, the world is expensive if you keep forgetting your lessons. 4. Memory builds gratitude, and gratitude builds wealth. Let's pivot for a moment. We often think of wealth as numbers in a bank account or assets we own. But you know what real wealth is? Peace of mind, confidence, gratitude. When you take time to remember how far you've come, something shifts inside you. Remember where you were 5 years ago. Remember your first paycheck. Remember the struggle, the sleepless nights, the bills, the fear, and how you made it through. You might not be where you want to be yet, but you're not where you used to be either. That memory fills your heart with gratitude, and a grateful person is a magnet for opportunity. Why? Because grateful people work harder, complain less, help others more, and that energy is attractive in the marketplace. 5. Memory allows you to teach others, and teaching is a wealth multiplier. Now this is big. When you take your memories, your mistakes, your victories, your life lessons, and share them with someone else, you do something powerful. You multiply your value. Let's say you learned how to get out of debt. That lesson took you 3 years. But if you pass that lesson on to your child or your friend, they might avoid 3 years of stress. You've saved them time, energy, and pain. That's a legacy. And when you become the kind of person who teaches and shares wisdom, people are drawn to you. They trust you. They want to partner with you. They want to do business with you. You become more than a person. They see you as a mentor, a leader, a guide. And in life and business, value attracts money. 6. So what can you do starting today? Let me give you a few simple, practical steps to make your memory start working for your money. 1. Start a life journal. Not for poetry, though that's fine, but for lessons. Every week, write down what you did, what you learned, what worked, what didn't. You'll be amazed at how much wisdom you're gaining, but only if you remember it. 2. Review your notes regularly. Once a week, read your old entries. You'll find patterns. You'll see progress. You'll remind yourself of who you're becoming. 3. Teach someone else. You don't need a stage or a mic. Just share one thing you've learned with a friend or a younger person. Teaching locks it into your memory and helps them too. 4. Use visual cues. Put quotes, reminders, and financial goals where you can see them. Your memory is visual. Use it. A sticky note with a powerful lesson can save you thousands. Final thoughts. Let me close with this, my friend. Your memory is more valuable than gold. Gold can be stolen. Money can be lost. But wisdom remembered, that stays with you forever. And when you walk through life with wisdom, when you remember the lessons, keep the habits, feel the gratitude, and teach the next generation, you can't help but become wealthy. So don't let your experiences just pass you by. Don't let your pain be wasted. Don't let your victories be forgotten. Write it down, reflect on it, teach it, live it. Because memory, when used with intention, will make you money. And much, much more than that. It will make you wise. It will make you free. It will make you wealthy in every way that matters. Thank you.